actually underplaying it so that he wouldn't feel stupid.
This f***ing week, like, we get the email, the notice that we're doing a clinic all of a sudden.
I study horses, beauty matched only by their strength. I try and capture a little of that as I move on without your face.
It is Monday morning, and I'm still getting over being sick, so if I sound like I've been smoking for 30 years, I apologize. But it is Monday morning, and we are kind of having a bit of a blow-up.
So I just had to come and sit in my sacred space, which is my dressing room in the house, and vent a little bit, because I just got the marketing team just got a text message from Seth.
As a freelancer, I've worked with other companies with two spouses at the helm, and communication has consistently been an issue in these situations. But Seth and Sarah at least don't typically make it our problem. They fight it out themselves, and then we figure out a solution together.
It was a screenshot of a ad on Facebook that someone had shared, and the ad originally came from Deerfield Farm, which has been one of our clients for a while now.
She really wanted Chris to do a clinic, and Seth was lead on organizing that. Seth and I had a conversation, and procedurally I said we can't have an apprentice leading a training.
But it's about this hoof healthcare clinic that is apparently going to be led by Chris.
I just got the flyer today announcing a date, which is very soon. So, needless to say, I lost my
phone's been blowing up all morning, but from what I'm hearing, apparently Seth was the only one that really knew what all this was about and what was going on.
I was at a dinner just recently with both of them, and Seth brought up this clinic concept, and Sarah at that point, this was just 2 weeks ago, made it clear that there was a protocol in place of how this was going to happen, if it was going to happen, and he seemed to agree to it.
And Trenton, my content manager and curriculum writer, who does understand all of our procedures very well, called me very concerned.
Trenton's been texting saying, what's the format of it? Is it a lecture style? Are you showing stuff? Who's the audience? How many people are coming? Like, we have zero information on any of this.
We are not prepared. Chris is not prepared to lead anything. He's very good at what he does. He's never done a training or a clinic. And it's quite frankly not a procedural, fit at all. And I don't know why I can't make my husband listen to me and grab onto all the things.
It's not the client's responsibility. It's not Deerfield's responsibility to understand our brand, our protocols. That's on Seth. And so by bypassing Sarah and the rest of the marketing team to get this ball rolling without us, he's created a lot of problems, and we're not going to make it their problem. We're going to form a united front. We're going to figure it out. Even if Chris isn't prepared to do a presentation right now, he will be by the time Sarah and Seth are done with him.
And that just means that energies will be very, high, I guess you could say.
I come from a culture where our favorite saying is the road to hell is paved with good intentions. And this could never be more true than it is right at this moment for me.
We all need to know about this in advance. We need to be planning in advance. We need to be able to market this for a marketing team.
Here's where you're going to be so surprised. He's telling me we've had meetings discussing this clinic and that he thought he had a green light and I'm like, you brought up that he has no clue like how this is being presented. Just like when I went to the barn, the way he was presenting, it's like it's in a Seth world where how it comes out is in a vacuum. There's no context. There's nothing. So we got this, this person over here at this barn wants to have clinics with me and Chris, or with Chris. And so all I have to work with is like, okay. Just like we're doing ASMR.
Okay, so this is my first time coming out to the barn to actually help direct
some video, and it's already off to a bad start. And Seth kept asking me over and over, we're filming ASMR. What do you want? We're filming for ASMR. We're filming ASMR. We're filming ASMR. You kept telling me about the ASMR. I just need to know if it's okay to keep filming ASMR. And it just was going in a circle.
Yeah, so needless to say, we're having a clinic that we were not. It got advertised and promoted, and they're charging money for it.
And we're finding out after the fact that they want to co-brand after creating a flyer without our branding on it and without any of our say in it. So,
This was the email that came through very recently, right?
Yes, that's the one.
When they can see what it takes to make a horse sound, it justifies, for the kids, it justifies the action of caring for the horse.
Yes.
And for the parents, it justifies the bill that comes along with
Yeah.
with the farrier.
I guess I just wanted to know, where is the presentation going to take place?
We could show you.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, let's just do that.
Yeah.
So, I think still that's your leader is wrong.
The purpose of this meeting is the Deerfield event prep. They've got two audiences. They have parents, and then they have,
Brandon, can you grab the tongue?
and then they have
Over the sandwiches.
the kids of the parents.
Which one do you want? Doesn't matter.
So the parent,
One or two? Two. You told me to start eating. Sorry.
just throw them on there. We don't need to talk about it. I know you're having good manners. Thank you. Thank you. Shut up. I know. Today you guys were tasked with preparing your section for the presentation and to get visuals for Trenton. So I want to hear each one of your sections, just kind of explain what it's going to be. And in our next meeting, we'll do as many run-throughs as we need to do for you to practice what's come together.
You good? All right.
Go for it.
So intro to Chris Lenhart, work with Noble Farriery on a daily basis, and I'm just here to give you guys an idea of what we do. Then a short story about how I got into horses, and then why Noble Farrier, because Noble Farrier has horse first ideals, so everything that we want to do is always for them. It's not about going out for a paycheck and making money. It's always about doing what's better for them. And it's, now I'm throwing myself off. I had this all planned out.
Checklist. Make
What?
sure.
I know.
Well, it doesn't have to be quick. I say quick because I don't know when you guys have to get out to the field, but let's do a run-through of the presentation.
Well, hold on a moment. Just hold on there.
Wallingford. Please share with me what you have packaged for your presentation so far.
Yes, I would love to. Washington, where I was bent over and I couldn't hear anything.
Well, you just having, one or two stories about how your head wasn't in the right way that kids can relate to.
I can get too bad.
Yeah. Okay, so the audience is parents. The agenda for the parents is explaining their farrier build to them. That Emily said they have kids that they want to give a sense of, I think, horsemanship and farriery, like why is the hoof so important, and start planting those seeds in their young minds about what the feet are really
doing.
Unlike a lot of you guys, I didn't start off working with horses at all. I didn't start working with them until I turned the age of 18. So I am 4 years in now, and I mean, I couldn't imagine a better place, right? So I went to college I spent 3 years of my life in college before my grandfather died, and I ended up at my personal barn where basically I got into a situation where I wasn't happy at the work that I was doing, and so my barn manager at the time helped me think of new ways to get involved with horses. So applied with Noble Farriery. Sarah got back to me maybe 30 minutes after I applied and said, do you have time for a phone meeting at 5 a.m. or 6 a.m., whatever it was. And so had that meeting, and it was a long meeting, but it went great, and I was working with Seth the next Friday, literally him and Ray. So not even 4 days after I applied. So kind of two different people that come together for horse first ideals and just wanting what's best for them. Brandon is here.
Yay!
So we're going to let Brandon talk a little bit about some case studies, some examples, because he's a wealth full of knowledge.
Wow. So I've been working with Seth for about 2 years now. And so, we call myself a podiatrist, but also that's not a very well-defined term.
Owners don't want farriers to just come and put shoes on. Owners want you to be able to make time to come and take care of the horse in between too. So it's a service. It's not a one stop and I will see you in 6 weeks. It's a maintenance. Across anything here and talking to you is to help you have a good framework of how to think about a horse's feet. Was Einstein that said you can't explain something in very simple terms, you don't really understand it?
Yeah, thank you.
Let's give a huge round of applause to the farriers.
That's so much more to tell you.
Tell me when.
Ready when you are.
My feelings about the Deerfield presentation are a mixed bag of a lot of things. I think the punchline to the story and the most important part is Deerfield is a happy client. We delivered what they asked for, and they feel really good about how we showed up. So happy for that, and yay, we're winning on that front. I think Chris did a really good job considering it was his first presentation. I think now, without the heat and the pressure of having to hurry up and just make it work, we can relax and get the right equipment and get really high quality equipment. So that I'm excited to do. The other lessons learned situation has to do with the ability of various team members to follow procedures and to really understand what the procedures are. We have the farrier side and we have the marketing team. And there's consistently issues with communication. It's very frustrating at this point to not be able to get what I consider very simple communication.